What's up, guys? Winter Kills here. Welcome back to a brand new post-commentary duel video. So we got some true Dracos there on the left versus Lightsworn plants. Wanted to get a couple duel videos with some Lightsworn plants because that's the deck that I think I play the least on in some of these duel videos, and one I still need to get a little bit better with. Yeah, so it looks like I'll be going first here in this matchup here in game one, and I get things started with a Brilliant Fusion. Because I didn't open up too fantastic. Only thing of decent note, as you can see, I've got like Lazuli in hand and a Called By, and not much else really to help extend my play. Really just trying to find some way to get Saryuja going here. So I'm trying to find a good way to get some added benefit off this Brilliant Fusion. I don't want to send I don't want to send what's it called, Tricklon, because I don't have the 1,000 Blades engraved to go along with it like you normally would through the Invoker play. So I send Wolf here because he's still going to get summoned out. He was sent to the graveyard by a card effect, so he will get summoned out. So there's one free monster off of that, and so now I haven't used my normal summon, and I still have the additional normal summon from Seraphonite. I could make a rank 4, but again, don't have the opportunity to do so. I had normal summon Lazuli, and then use my extra normal summon for the damage juggler, and then go right into Saryuja, and I draw pretty good off that. As you can see, I got like the Glow Ball of Lumina, looks like Cobra, and a Charge of the Light Brigade, so drawing into some pretty good cards there. I put back, it looks like the Cobra, the Lumina, and I think I might put back either Drolllock or the Called By. Looks like I put back the Called By because I think I knew I was playing against True Draco, so I didn't think there would be any hand traps I have to worry about, so I sort of took a gamble there. I know super risky, taking all the risky plays. Go ahead and use the Charge Light Brigade there. Mill of Snow, a Orpheus. I forget its name. I literally just forgot it. Snow, one of the Predator Plant monsters, and a Solar Recharge there. That sounds better. So I get the raid into hand, which is nice, and I really want to make a Nat Beast because that's like one of your main go-to monsters to make with this version of the deck. Is just try to get Nat Beast, Dweller on board with maybe like Kyrios or Saryuja and another rank 4 or an Omega, so they're down a card. All doable things. So I have at least one piece of the puzzle here, and it's just the Nat Beast and the glow up bulb through the process there. So I special the glow up off of Saryuja, and look at his hand. He had like triple Demise, Heritage, and 2 traps. Obviously not the best hand, especially when there's a Nat Beast on the board. So we immediately go ahead and go into game 2 here. He gets started off by going first. Pot of Duality, revealing Skill Drain, Rivalry, and Majesty Maiden. He grabs that Rivalry, which is already, I'm thinking like, ooh, that's gonna be that's a zoinks right there. That's gonna make doing it pretty much going into this game 2 here pretty rough, especially since I have to go second. So like, it couldn't be one of the, it could have. It's probably the worst floodgate that I could go up against here at this point in time. Uses Demise, draws a couple cards, has the Dragonic Diagram up. I know it's a little bit cut off, but I wanted to center the video a bit because the regular size video was shifted to the right a little bit, so I did have to crop a little bit, but you can sort of still see that diagram up there on the top left. So boosting up his Maiden, 226, does have to discard a few. I don't think he had to. I think he might have destroyed the Ignis off the diagram. I'm not sure, but you see Ignis engraved there. He's got 3 set traps. One of them I know is a Rivalry, and yeah, and that's gonna be rough to go into here. But luckily I opened up Goblin Burge, and this is the only time I would ever say luckily I opened up both of these cards in the same hand. Luckily I opened up Goblin Burge and 1,000 Blades in this opening hand, so my Invoker is completely dead this game, which is super rough. But luckily I have 2 Earth Warriors, so even if he does have Goes a match, even if he does have Rivalry, I figured, this is the best route to go. And then I slowly but surely, I was waiting to see if he'd flip up Rivalry, if he'd flip up Goes, and if he had it, because I know he does play both of those in the main deck. And I was debating, like, do I want to go into my Nerva and risk milling some stuff that I could get special summoned and then lose it to a Rivalry, because I know he'll definitely Rivalry then. So I summon Tornado, detach the Thousand Blades, get rid of the diagram, because if that's the one thing I can at least try to do this game, is try to clear off some sort of problem card. And then during, or after I use that effect, he uses True King's Return. Uses it to tribute during my turn, tributes that for the Dynamite Knuckle, and the True King's Return goes and gets rid of the Tornado Dragon for good. And then he's gonna I pass it back over to him. Nothing else to do there. He sets one, then swings in for 25 and 23, putting me down to 32. And then I draw into a Lazuli. So, like, my hand is just fantastic. I normal summon Snow. I know I'm probably not going to win this game, but I'm still trying to pull off some sort of miracle. I don't know why. Normal summon Fairy Tale Snow. Book the Dynamite Knuckle. He does activate Apocalypse from Dex. He set it first, but I wanted to double check, make sure you don't set it. I know you have to activate the trap or add it. It's not set it, so had to correct that. And I do swing into the set Dynamite Knuckle, because I'm thinking, you know, he's either going to use the Apocalypse to have it, or he's just going to take the L and lose that monster. So I was kind of curious to see what he'd do. He does use it, though, in damage step, and he does tribute that, and I do take, I think, like 275 points of damage. I know it's a weird marker, because Snow has 1850, and that gets halved to 925, and 1200 defense on that Dynamite Knight. And then I scoop there immediately, because you saw most of the back. I think he showed some of the back row that he had set there at the end. Was probably not going to win that game, but luckily we're here in game 3. I went up Lone Fire into Lone Fire, and feeling pretty good about this play for the most part anyways. I summon the Pride Plant monster, discard one from my hand, and I summon the wrong one from deck. I summon the Orphis, but I correct myself, because when I go to detach from Invoker, I realize I have like 2 of the same ones underneath there, so I switch it out here for the Cobra. Yeah, here we go. Switch it out, summon that, or not summon it, but put it under detach it, you know the drill. Summon out the Thousand Blades. We're sort of going on that basic beeline for the normal combo that we like. And then I play Brilliant Fusion here, and send Trick Clown and Garnet, because now that I have the Thousand Blades engraved to go with the Trick Clown, feel free sending the Trick Clown there, and everything is out now. Take that 1,000 damage, putting him down to 7,000. And I go ahead and use Charge Light Brigade here, mill a Spore, a Fairy Tale Snow, and I think it was a Droll and Lock Bird. I go ahead and add that Raiden. It's nice, though, that I have that extra follow-up here for that extra normal summon. Normal summon the Raiden. Mill 2. Unfortunately, I milled Hat Tricker, so Damage Juggler is kind of dead at this point, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal for me since I'm already off to a pretty good start. Going to my Nerva here. I'm just trying to mill into some more stuff. Some more Lightsworns. Giant Rex, there's one piece, and there's the Damage Juggler. It doesn't matter that I mill it at this point. Milling that Giant Rex is huge, though, because I have basically access to another rank 4 and a level 8 Synchro, too, because if you got the reoccurring Fairy Tale Snow. So I can make like a Dweller, and I can make like an Omega as well, or Tornado Dragon specifically in this matchup. I don't know if I'd really make Dweller here against True Draco. I think Tornado Dragon, albeit not the greatest, you know, rank 4 to go into. I'd much rather have Nat Beast, but I just didn't have access to that level 1 Earth Tuner, being Glow Up Bulb, which did kind of suck. Same thing, also having a good Earth level 4 to get to that wasn't, you know, Giant Rex. I didn't have the access to the Hat Tricker this game, because I milled Hat Tricker first without even ever having the opportunity prior to search it. So I decided to add here the Felice off of the Charged Light Brigade, just because I want a level 4 tuner on the board, because I went for the Saryuja play to try to draw into like Monster Reborn or something to help make it a better play here. So I go ahead and special summon the Felice off of the Saryuja, because you can special summon. It has to be by a card effect, though. You can only special summon Wolf and, you know, Felice by card effect. So here I go ahead and I summon out Fairy Tale Snow, banishing 7. You can see the Giant Rex among those 7 being banished. And counting a double check here. And now I think I go ahead and set up the Tornado Dragon, and then I believe I go into Omega as well, because but why not make him start with 1 less card? So we hit the Omega, And then we hit one card out of his hand. It is a Gozen match, so it's actually a pretty decent hit. But right now I have 2 Earths on the board, so as is, it's not too bad. But then I go ahead and summon out another Fairy Tale Snow for the rank 4. And go into Tornado Dragon, because like I said, again, that's the best rank 4. You know, it's a good, better, best situation. I think Tornado Dragon would be the best in this situation. Don't want to go into Dweller, really. I mean, I suppose I could, but you know, it's a toss up. When I got to worry about cards like Rivalry and Gozen, I think going to Tornado is not half bad. Luckily, he has Diagram, and I had the Tornado Dragon for it, but unfortunately for me, he has another copy of Diagram, because, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I've said many times in the past, they always have more than one, except when I play the deck, I never see the card. He's going to set 2, draw into 3 off Demise, so I won't take any damage this turn, which is nice. But if that gave him enough, if that gave him what he needed, I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. So debating on activating that set card there. Now just gonna use Diagram, the other copy, destroy Ignis, search Dynamite Knuckle, and go ahead and then tribute that heritage, not activate. You're gonna go ahead and tribute it. Does not opt to destroy the Brilliant Fusion. It really doesn't matter. It's a dead card sitting there, really. I remind him that, you know, he should have probably summoned, you know, just for keeping the game state sort of clean, I suppose, to summon it underneath the Saryuja so it gets that actual 300 additional attack, so putting it to 31. But I don't take any damage there, so still at 7,000 to his 8. But like I said, the advantage he gained off that was enough. I go to use Saryuja, there's the Monarch's Erupt, and yeah, that's kind of rough. I think at one point in this game, I might have forgot to activate a Droll Bird. I think that might have been in game 2 or this game, because I was completely, it completely slipped my mind that I had the card in my hand. I think it might have been game 2. And then he flips up Gozen match here to make things even worse when I remember to bring back the Omega. Things just proving to be a train wreck. Things going downhill here for me. Not really too much I can do at this point. I do have a Phoenix that I could play. You know, Nightmare Phoenix that is, but that really wouldn't help me too much because I still, you know, have to worry about that Monarch's Erupt, and there's really no way to clear that without a card like, you know, Twin Twister or you know, MST, which I don't think were in this build at the time. Any sort of other form of back row removal. I go ahead and use Omega from Grave here to return something back to the deck, and then he goes ahead and activates the Dynamite Knuckle to activate True King's Return from the grave. I'm just digging myself a deeper hole at this point, and there's really not a whole lot I can do. So I think I pretty much just come to the conclusion just to scoop it up here at this point. I decided to put back the Trick Clown, trying to think of any sort of way I could dig myself out of this, but albeit I don't think there is. And I do think I lose the match here 2-1. Because even if I found a way, even if I like kept the Omega and summoned it underneath the Saryuja, it's at 31, but his Dynamite Knuckle is at 31, and it can't be destroyed by battle once because he still has that Diagram. So I go ahead and scoop it up there. Unfortunately, I think I could have played probably a little bit better, probably both sides, but we're not pro players. You guys know that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Stick around. Your support is so greatly appreciated. Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, we're going to signing out. We'll see you guys in the next one.